Alrighty. Lottie-dottie-do. Let's get streaming. Let's get to the stream. What's going on? What's going on? Hang on, I'm just pulling up this on my phone. Alright, we're live. Gonna start it off with our intro song as per usual. Let me just check the audio real quick. Alright, sounding good, sounding good. Alright, I just wanted to get rolling right off the bat. And, just because you never know, dude. I didn't check who else was live. I saw Jay had a notification that he was live, so I just wanted to, let's just start this right the heck off. And that way, we're going to bully our way into this time slot. Thank you all for being here. Please like and share, and I will be right back. Alright. Alright, here we are. Welcome to Expose the Powerful Lies. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. How long has it been? It feels like it's been so long. I don't think it's been that long. Has it been that long? Let's see. That was 2 weeks ago. Oh, yeah, it's been 2 weeks. It has been a long time. Dude, it just, I wanted to do a radio show because it felt like it's been forever since we've done a stream. I wasn't taking a break or anything. It's just after the Charlie Kirk thing, after the last show we did, I was following closely along with the updates and stuff and just sort of keeping my eye on what's been going on. And then I had a horrible week. This last week, it was just a bad week. So that's why there was no shows. It was a no bueno week for me. And then yesterday, I was like, man, it feels like it's been forever. We should do a radio show because I've had multiple people now reach out to me and be like, hey, we missed the radio shows. Yo, when are we doing another radio show? So we're doing it now. All right, we're doing it now to all the homies that like these shows because, like I said last time, I don't know if these are popular. I don't know if the people that do watch them are enjoying them or not. So I was sort of not super motivated to keep going as consistently as we were. But multiple people reached out and they were like, "No, we want to see it." So I started looking through some radio shows, and I picked one for today. We will find another one. We're not just going to listen to one, but I have one picked out so far, and then we'll just go through the list and pick a random one. This one I have not seen yet or watched yet, so we're going to listen to it together. This month has been rough, guys. I'm about to lose my job. My boss sold his store to the Indians. I need this show today. Oh, man. I'm sorry, Ghost. If you got a Christian name that you don't mind sharing with the chat, I can ask everyone to pray for you. I did want to ask everyone to pray for Renee, a family member of mine that's dealing with some health issues. So if you guys could pray for Ghost here and for Renee if you get the chance. Non-Orthodox, but still, I only say that because obviously we have certain ways to pray for Orthodox people in the actual church. So that's why I specify. Augustine, okay, yeah. Please pray for Augustine, man. I'm really sorry to hear that. That is rough, dude. Well, I can't complain about my week then because it's not that bad. I'm still at the ice business, dude. I'm still somehow managing to sell ice. So I'm grateful. I might actually have another month of ice, which is really cool. I actually was offered a job somewhere else, so I do have... Get away! Fucking spider! I do have a spider flying right in my face, or a mosquito. I got a job offer, so I do have another job lined up, ready to go in the pipeline as soon as I'm done with ice. Boom! I'll just keep working. So I'm grateful for that. It's not like a great job. I'm not even actually looking forward to doing it, but I'm just grateful that it's something lined up. So I'm not going to have any downtime or whatever. But I'm still actually looking around. I'm still applying to other places because I'm not super thrilled about the place. But hey, it is what it is. What's going on, Dayjire? What's going on, Nub? What's going on, Ghost? What's going on, Daniel? What's going on, Jason? What's going on to all the homies up in the house today? I hope you guys have been doing well. Trying to think of any updates other than just the job update. I'm like one of the only remaining people at my job right now. They laid everybody off, and somehow I'm clinging to the ice cubes for dear life. What else? I'm not going to talk too much about the Charlie stuff yet. I'm really holding off, giving it time, waiting waiting till I have more information. Right? Been following that closely. I've just been following the politics stuff very closely this last couple of weeks. We got the James Comey indictment. A bunch of stuff has been happening lately. So we'll have plenty to talk about. But like I said, I just want to hold off until I have something more to say about it. As far as the Charlie Kirk stuff goes, my feelings still stand as to what we talked about in our last stream. However, I will say that during that last stream I had said, that I'd found the official narrative believable, at least plausible, right? And I hadn't seen like too many anomalies that made me convinced that like there was some conspiracy or tomfoolery. At this point, I'm not saying that the official story isn't plausible, but at this point it's starting to stink a little bit. So I'm gonna, like I said, give it some time, keep paying attention to it, and then I will report back to you guys on an updated hot take on the Charlie Kirk assassination. I'm still very curious to see, in terms of like the autopsy report, and I'm sure a lot of evidence will come out once they pick the jury and once the trial goes on. I'm sure we'll get more information, and it'll be a little bit easier to discern whether or not the tale is being told honestly, right? But I thought it was funny because I came out immediately and was like, guys, I don't think I'm not convinced Israel did it. And then even Nick Fuentes came out and said he didn't think Israel did it. So I was like, see, I was right. Nick said it. That means I'm right. It's hard to believe 100%. I'd say at least 60% believable. Dude, like nobody believes it. Literally nobody. Everybody's like, this is something's wrong. And even now, like I said, like when it first happened, I was totally willing to believe it. You know, I'm like, I always, as far, just because of everything we've been through, anytime any event happens, it's like you should just, it's a good thing to just assume it's a psyop until proven not a psyop, you know? I think that's a better, way than to just to be somebody that believes it automatically. Like I was talking to my one buddy at work, and he's like, "It's a hologram, bro. Charlie didn't even die. He's probably off somewhere, witness protection program. I think it was a hologram. I think his wife Erica's in on it." I'm like, bro, this dude is so freaking out there, bro. This guy literally is like that. And I'm like, honestly, I'd rather you'd be like that than be a guy that's like, no, dude, trust the science, take the jab. Like, dude, Fauci's our friend, bro. Like, I'm honestly, it's okay, So I was sitting there talking to him for a while and trying to like encourage him, like, yo, instead of just like jumping on that and being sure of it, like, okay, that's a cool idea. Maybe it's a hologram. Like, let's look at the facts and let's try to analyze this and let's see if that theory holds water. Yeah, maybe it was a hologram, bro. Oh my goodness. Kirk stuff has become unhinged. I've never seen an event get so intensely covered by so many voices, all with different theories this quickly. It's wild. Yeah, dude, like literally it went from day one Israel did it to now they're like, dude, that guy with the water bottle clicked the detonator. It's like, bro, people are legit just losing their minds. And like Harrison Smith was talking about the other day, like low IQ conspiracy theorizing, and it's so true. I mean, like, just today's TikTok world, bro, like there are so many people who just do not know how to analyze anything, how to like actually look at all of the pieces and try to deduce, plausible scenarios. It's like, nah, dude, there's a trap door and the water bottle and the freaking tunnels. The Jews, dug tunnels underneath and they blew them up with a squirt gun full of ass. It's like, y'all are literally losing your freaking minds, dude. I think that we got to think slower, right? Let's think a little bit slower, y'all. Let's take our time and let's analyze things in a way that is not retarded. All I know is that the devil was behind it. No lie detected. Yo, what's going on? KF in the house. What's up, homegirl? We're gonna do some radioing tonight. Glad you're here. But yeah, it's hard to believe 100%. I agree. So we will definitely be talking about that more, in the future, just in terms of me giving you guys my take on it. But as for right now, all I wanted to say as an update on that was that I am now a little bit suspicious of the, not even of the narrative, because like I said, I'm not going to get into that right now. But it's just, there's just certain things that are making me pause, right? Okay, so today's radio show today is going to be another CBS Radio Mystery Theater episode called The Deadly Hour. Let's pull up the CBS page, and I'll read you the synopsis real quick. It just says, a self-doubting man is nearly driven to insanity by the infidelity of his wife and stops speaking. Years later, in a counseling session, he admits to having confined the adulterous pair in a cavern and hear them meet their death. The reason why we're watching this episode is because a bunch of the people in the comment section of that page said, oh, this is one of my favorite episodes. So I'm like, all right, we'll give these random strangers a chance here. They said it's their favorite episode, so let's see. All right, let's see. And if it's terrible, then you know what? We can all judge them very harshly and never take their advice again. So let's pull that up today. Also, in the comment section, they said that synopsis was not entirely accurate. So it wasn't even a spoiler because the synopsis got things wrong. And yes, it was definitely, dude, I saw a seagull looking at him, and, I don't know, dude. I don't trust that seagull. Palm guns and projectors. Dude, I couldn't believe my buddy was saying it was a hologram. I'm like, there were 3,000 people there, bro. He's like, nah, dude, it's for sure, it's a hologram. Okay. All right, let's get started, y'all. please like and share. Thank y'all so much for being here and for loving the radio shows. It made me feel good that people were saying that they wanted to see it, and so your wish is my command, and I love listening to these shows. So let's hope that this one's a good one. Gotta pause it immediately. Yeah, that's what I thought. I go, dude, there's a full video of him walking, throwing hats, sitting down. all right, we're done. He's throwing Trump yarmulkes to the crowd. Yo, Ghost. To be honest, bro, I there was an episode that had dog in the title, and maybe we'll do that for the second episode tonight, because now it's become a thing now. It's become an actual thing where when I'm looking through episodes, I look for animal names in the title. Daniel, if there is, dude, I think that's gonna be a 10 gold star guess there, because that would just. I wouldn't be able to handle it.
The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents...
And also, I forgot to say, if you guys like the show and want to support the show, all super chats will be read live. I forgot to post them, so let's do that now. I'll pin them. I'll pin the links in the live chat, and you can also find the links in the description as well. Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo. All super chats will be read live. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it.
Man. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Welcome to the sounds of suspense, to the fear you can hear.
Good question.
Relax and listen to the strange tale of a strange man, though no more strange than anyone who has suffered what you might call
1974.
A mutilation of the soul. And who of us has not, at one time or another, suffered such a mutilation? What means did we use to restore ourselves? How quickly did we recover? How well did we heal? The answers vary even as we vary. One man's answers are revealed, we trust, in the story which follows.
I'm cold.
So am I. It's the darkness I mind the most. Not to be able to see you.
Oh, touch me.
That would help. My God, where are you?
Right here. Right here.
I can't find you. Keep talking. Keep talking.
Here. Here.
I can't. Oh, here you are.
Oh, darling, don't let go.
Never.
What up, Marilyn?
Never.
You're just in time. It just started.
Our mystery drama, The Deadly Hour, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Elspeth Eric and stars...
Oh my goodness, y'all, check this out too, dude. I put on my headphones, right? Look how bald I'm going, dude. Look at that. Disgusting, dude. Pretty soon I'm just gonna have to shave it off. Look at that. Oh my God. Look at, where is it? Ugh. It's almost all the way up here. Dude, I'm going so bald. No.
There's Norman Rose. It is sponsored in part by the Kellogg Company, makers of Kellogg's Special K cereal, and by new sugar-free Diet 7-Up.
What up, OFL?
I'll be back shortly with Act 1.
For real, dog. Yeah, you're not wrong there, Ghost. It's all of my hair is transferring to my knuckles. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, Marilyn. I do that. I have a bottle of rosemary oil in there, and it's so good. Like I I used to be super into herbalism and natural remedies and stuff, and I found rosemary years ago, and just the way it thickens your hair and just makes it so good. It's so good. Every shampoo I buy is rosemary filled, and then I use the actual essential oil, put it right on my head, dude. I used to make my own toothpaste and stuff. I would. Actually, it was the best toothpaste I've ever used, so I should start doing that again. It was amazing, dude. That wasn't with rosemary, but the point is I was into a lot of like home remedies and stuff like that, and rosemary's awesome.
A person who seems strange, we call grotesque, incredible, not to be believed. We make a feeble effort to deny
But that's just Crispy Johnson.
that he could exist. But he does exist. There he is, before our eyes in all his strangeness. We do not believe in him because we do not know him. Because once we know, we will have to believe. And this can be a long and painful process. Listen now to the story of Martin Jerome. See if you can believe it.
Mr. Jerome, I only consented to see you because your letter sounded quite desperate. As a rule, I only see patients on referral. But your letter, may I read it to you? Perhaps it will help us to get started. Last night, I heard you being interviewed on a radio program. In the dark of my room, in the darkest hour of the night, I thought,
Yo, what up, Clontarf?
here is a man who can help me to solve the awful predicament in which I find myself. I enclose a stamped, addressed envelope for your reply, since I have no phone. I am counting on you. Sincerely, Martin C. Jerome. Well, Mr. Jerome, the hour is passing, and I don't want you to waste your money. Take your time. Take your time if you have difficulty in talking. I'll wait.
Doctor,
Did you say something, Mr. Jerome?
Doctor, you
Yes.
are the first person I have spoken to in 25 years.
You said
Cool, bro.
25 years?
Yes.
I begin to understand your silence.
You mind shutting up for a second? I'm on the phone.
Can you tell me what drove you into this silence?
I married a woman.
Yes.
Oh, no, go no further. Totally understand, brother. Totally get
The
it.
most desirable woman in the world. My Helen. My adored one. I never thought that an insignificant man like myself could even aspire to
That would be funny if it just, I married a woman.
possess such a woman. And the day she said those words to me, I could scarcely believe my ears.
You're a dear, Martin, and I'd love to marry you.
Helen, I can't think why you'd want a man like me.
Because you're sweet. Let's get married right away. What about next week?
The world changed completely for me. Everything became important, immediate. The sun shone just to keep me warm, and the breeze blew to make me cool. Me, Martin Jerome, me. I had been so blessed.
Yes.
It was a beautiful wedding. Helen had a great deal of money, and I was fairly well off. Many people came to the church, and even more to the reception. People of prominence. I knew them all. All but one. He was tall. Unusually tall. As I am unusually short. He was handsome, as I am not. He was charming, self-assured, very much at his ease. All of which I have never been. You couldn't help noticing him. Helen, who's that very tall man talking to your mother? The pale man with the black mustache?
I've no notion, love. It's probably someone Mother invited.
Good looking, isn't he?
Sort of. Come on. It's time to cut the cake.
We sailed for Europe. My head was swimming with visions of the life I had embarked on. The good life, the beautiful life. One night on the ship, we were at dinner. Helen, look over there.
to your right against the wall, sitting by himself. Isn't that the man who was at our wedding?
500 people were at our wedding, love.
He's getting up from the table. The tall man, black mustache. Your mother must have invited him, you said.
Well, then I guess she did.
After dinner, we danced for a while. Then Helen said she had a headache, but I should stay and enjoy myself. Well, I tried, but I couldn't enjoy myself without her. I was too much in love for that. I watched the dancers for a while, drank a brandy. I managed to kill an hour, and then I went down to our stateroom.
Does anybody here like brandy? Dude, I was like years ago, I kind of got into this kick where I was like, oh, that sounds cool. Like, I take some of like the wild grapes around here and maybe try to. I tried it one time, not making my own, but just tried brandy itself, and I just couldn't get into it, dude. I don't know. Maybe it's one of those things you got to have like really good, expensive brandy in order for it to be good. But every brandy I ever tried, like, it's just nasty. I love wine, you know, but brandy just don't do it for me.
Helen wasn't there. When I stepped back out into the corridor, there she was, coming out of another stateroom about 6 doors from ours.
Darling.
You weren't in our room. I didn't know what to think. You said that you had a headache.
I've been doing a little detective work. You were so anxious to know who the tall man was. Well, I found out. He's not precisely a friend. His mother came to the wedding and dragged him along.
Helen, you were in his stateroom.
I ran into him in the corridor, and he said to come in for a nightcap. Let's go to bed. Our stateroom is much nicer
Okay, red flag alert.
than his, by the way.
We went to Paris. And then because she loved to ski, we went to St. Moritz. She was very good on skis, effortless as a bird flying. I watched and watched and never got tired of watching. And then, one day, there he was again, the tall man.
I've got to catch the ski tow. Wait for me.
Helen, he's here.
Who's here?
The man from the wedding, the man from the ship.
Oh, is he here? Oh, so he is. Well, I'm off. Wait for me.
Yo, what up, Moldy?
St. Moritz, we came back to the city and moved into an apartment. I went to work. We made friends. Helen grew lovelier every day, and she was her loveliest the day she told me that we would have a child.
Tell me about that.
Well,
Mello, what's going on?
Helen was very, very light-hearted, very casual about the prospect, but I...
Yes. How did you feel?
Well, it's hard to tell you, Doctor. Oh, I know every man is what, excited, happy, I don't know, but I felt bowed down, Doctor, actually crushed by my own good fortune. That a man like myself, so petty, so pitiable, should be given a child by a woman like Helen.
Have you always thought of yourself as petty and pitiable?
I have.
Why?
Because I am.
Go on, please.
That's
I could
kind of
scarcely
cringe, bro.
concentrate on my work once I'd heard the good news. Helen was on my mind all the time. And one day, I suddenly couldn't bear...
So far, this guy is getting cucked, and he's like super incel doomer. I'm so petty. I'm so... already unlikable protagonist.
being in the office, couldn't bear being anywhere except where she was. And I rushed home. I suppose you know what I found.
I think you'd best tell me.
I hurried to the bedroom, looking for her. I burst through the door, and in the bed, our bed, there he was.
The man from the wedding.
From the
The
wedding,
ghost dog.
from the ship, from the ski tow. He looked at me, standing in the doorway.
Yeah,
He said,
dude, you missed it, bro. We've already had 2 parakeets, an owl, 3 dogs, 2 cats, and a bunny rabbit. Somebody did the screeching of the bunny rabbit. No animals so far, but hey, the night is still young. We're only 9 minutes in, so there's still hope. The reason why we're listening to this, for those of you who just got here, shouts out to Mela, shouts out to Moldy, is because there were many comments on the website that said that this was multiple people's favorite episode. So high bar, high expectations. So far not living up to it, but you know what? The plot synopsis sounded cool. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. And then shouts out to Jason, who sent in a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you. He says, in the land of the frozen, the Iceman reigneth. That's right. While all the other ice sluggers are frickin' laid off, this guy still clinging to them ice cubes, bro.
Not a word, but his
They're gonna literally have to. They're literally gonna have to get a court order to keep me from that place.
red lips smiled. And then, well, then the bathroom door opened, and Helen took a step into the room. Helen, all scrubbed and fragrant. She was wearing something pink. I think it was made of lace. And Doctor, she smiled too. While I stood in the doorway, she smiled. And then she said, "Well, love, now you know." And the world rocked, and I felt as though I had died, but I hadn't. I was still standing there. Doctor, I've never told what I just told you to anyone before.
Not to anyone?
No. It wasn't simply grief that I felt. It was my pride that had been destroyed. My marriage to Helen had built up a sort of pride. I thought, if she loves me, then I must be something. Oh, it's not a good thing, Doctor, to build your pride on what other people think of you. Or seem to think.
No, it isn't.
So I cleared out. That was 25 years ago. And I have not said a word to anyone until today.
How have you lived?
Well, I had a business.
Well, my wife's boyfriend gave me an allowance.
Import and export. I kept the business, but I dismissed my staff. I had the phone removed and made arrangements to conduct my affairs by mail. I took a one-room flat with a little kitchen, a bed, a chest of drawers, an easy chair with an ottoman. And to one side of the chair, my hi-fi stereo set.
Oh my goodness, I haven't showed you guys my t-shirt yet, dude. Check this out. You'll love this. Look at this, dude. Got my chicken tendies t-shirt, dude. Full on, dude. It's the most hardcore t-shirt next to my Theotoko shirt.
And my records. To the other side, my books. After my work,
Yeah, dude, homeboy's like, Andrew Tate was right. I'm going full MGTOW now. I'm going full incel doomer, dude.
sit in my easy chair with my feet on the ottoman, listen to my records and read. Only writers who are dead, however. I'd read till about 10 o'clock, eat a little something, and go to bed. The next morning, go to work all day and do the same thing all over again.
No relaxation of any kind? No enjoyment?
Well, vacation in the summer. I shut down the office for 2 weeks and take my vacation.
Where do you go?
I take a train. 2 trains, actually, and a bus to a little town on the coast called Marsh Hills. You've probably never heard of it.
I'm afraid I haven't.
No one has. There's no reason why anyone should.
And you spend your 2 weeks in Marsh Hills?
Oh, no.
Yo, what up, Gary? Good to see you, homie.
No, I merely stabled my horse there.
You have a horse?
About 15 miles from Marsh Hills, Doctor, close to the sea. There's a cave hollowed out of the rock by the waves. And when I get to Marsh Hills, I arrive every year on the same day. They have my horse ready for me, and
Gary, just to catch you up, this guy married a girl. She cheated on him. There you go. He's talking to a psychiatrist now.
I ride the 15 miles to the cave, and there I spend my vacation.
In a cave? For 2 weeks?
I walk. I canter my horse on the beach. I gather what edible herbs there are.
In a cave? You spent your vacation in a cave? Yes, that's where all my fishies. That's where all my fishies live. That's how I get them raw and wriggling. In my cave.
Growing in the rocks. I boil them. They're very tasty, really. And at the end of 2 weeks, I return my horse to the stable and take my bus and the 2 trains back to the city.
And you've lived this way for 25 years?
Oh, yes. But,
I'm starting to understand why the lady left him.
Doctor, last summer something happened. I arrived in Marsh Hills as always. My horse was waiting for me, as always. And we started off at a walk for the cave by the sea. There is always a certain excitement when I begin to smell the sea. And I know that soon I shall be out of sight and sound of any human being. There will be only the sea, the sun, the wind.
Yo, what is that noise in the background? Is he getting hypnotized or like what is that noise going on?
And my cave.
That's throwing me off, guys. I'm not gonna lie. What is that? I'm wondering if that's actually from the source audio or if that's from the repost of the video.
It is the most thrilling moment of the year for me.
Yeah,
I suppose
it's the ghost. It's the ghost cat making biscuits, dude. Daniel says the horse. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. It sounds really messed up.
the only one. Soon I will have my solitude. At last, I'm on the sand. My horse feels the excitement as I do. I feel him extend himself. And as we round the last bend in the shoreline, I see it. I see it, my cave, my refuge.
Dude, I can't take this scene seriously, dude. It's like it's so serious and freaking solemn, and this noise is it really is making me think of the Monty Python clicking the coconuts together. I'm sorry.
But last summer,
Yes.
I pulled my horse up at the entrance to the cave. I sat listening to the rhythms of the ocean. And then, all at once, I heard a sound.
Aww.
A sound that I
Dude, so someone steals his wife and then steals Homeboy's cave. This is like a Greek tragedy.
had never heard before.
My man can't catch a break.
In that deserted spot. And the sound, Doctor, was coming from inside my cave.
You can take my wife, but you will never take my cave, alright?
Never had I felt such anger. I was faint with hatred. I dismounted and I crept to the side of the cave where I knew it sloped to the ground. Quietly climbed the roof. I found a tiny chink in the stone, no more than 1/8 of an inch wide. I put my ear to it. Beneath me I heard laughter. Laughter and tender words and all the sticky, silly sounds that lovers make.
Are you my girl?
Oh, so much, you girl.
How much?
This much.
I can't hardly see how much is this much. It's too dark in this place.
Then come here.
Are you my ghost dog? Are you my demon crow?
Oh, darling, darling love.
They were kissing. They were using my sacred sanctuary for lovemaking. I almost fell from the roof of the cave. I struggled to stay where I was, and my feet dislodged a shower of stones.
Look, they were having a hard time casting it, okay?
What's that?
Sounds like a rock slide.
Yes, some rocks in front of the entrance. Lots of them.
Hey, maybe we better move them.
Oh, we can still get out. Let's
Yeah, I'm sure this cave has a back door.
stay a little longer. I love this place.
All right.
Yeah, it's just a rock slide blocked the entrance. I mean, there's no rush or anything.
I climbed down. My brain was on fire. My whole body was on fire. I had never felt such hatred as I felt then. Not since... Well, Doctor, you know when, I've told you. I took hold of a big boulder. Yes, these skinny arms went round it, this puny body.
He just summons autistic strength, like to move an entire boulder. Like what? And also, I'm not to like, not to kill the vibe or anything, but I'm just not finding it super believable that one dude could shove enough rocks to block a whole cave to the point where they couldn't get out. I mean, I guess a rock slide he could have created an avalanche, but I don't know. It's hard to believe that it would actually be that effective to where they would be trapped forever.
Pushed and shoved till it stood against the mouth of the cave.
Press
It was
F to
tight
doubt.
against the mouth of the cave. I heard the voices of the lovers, fainter now from inside.
George, it's really dark. Darker than before.
Aaron,
We're in a fucking cave.
there's no light at all.
I had sealed them in.
Why is it so dark in here? In this cave.
What is darkness? It is the state from which we emerge, and it is the condition to which we return. We come from the darkness of the womb. We leave for the darkness of the tomb.
I'm gonna say that's a good guess there. That's a potential, definitely a potential 5-star guess. What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? Oh, let's not even go there, dude. Let's not even go there. Yeah, I've never listened to this episode before, so your guess is as good as mine.
In between is light and life. I'll be back shortly with Act 2. Marvin Jerome, 50 years old, has not uttered a single word to a living soul in 25 years. But now, in the office of an attentive psychiatrist, it seems the dear man can't stop talking.
After I had pushed and shoved the big rock into the entrance to the cave, Doctor, I stood for a few seconds, panting from the exertion and oppressed by the silence. There was only the sound of the wind and the water. I thought of the lovers locked inside. What were they doing? What were they saying? I felt that I must hear their voices again, as though their words which had driven me near to madness were essential now to keep me sane. I scrambled back to the roof of the cave and put my ear once again to the narrow crack through which I could hear them.
George, there was a little light before, now there's none.
More rocks must have fallen.
I didn't hear them. I heard something that didn't sound like rocks falling.
Come on, we've got to clear the entrance.
Come where? I don't know where the entrance is anymore. It's so dark.
Oh, take my hand. I think I know which direction.
I can't even see your hand. Don't you have a match?
I may have, boy. Yeah, I have a few.
A light one.
I will.
Oh, went out.
Now, don't panic.
Light another. We've got to get out of here.
Just don't panic.
All right, now careful. Be careful.
I am being careful.
Oh, darling.
Huh?
Now, I found the one that went out. It was right by my foot. Let me light it from yours.
Dude, they're awesome, right? I mean, they're so good. That's what I always put them on if I'm playing a video game or if I'm frickin' trying to sleep. It's just they're so nostalgic and chill, dude. I love it. What's up, K-Ram? K-Ram in the house. What's going on? Long time no see. I know it's been 2 freaking weeks, man. I've been slacking. I'm so sorry. So sorry.
Good girl.
All right, George. There's the entrance.
Don't let your match go out.
Don't you let yours.
Hey, look, see? Just a whole bunch of stones.
Pretty soon we're going to have the oxygen talk. You're breathing all my air, okay? There's only so much air in this cave now that it's been sealed, and you're breathing up all my air.
Come on, let's start clearing them away.
Oh, both matches went out.
That's all right. We know where we are. We're right by the entrance.
See? Not enough oxygen in this cave.
Come on, let's get started.
George,
What, darling?
we'll get out, won't we?
Of course we'll get out. Now, keep working. Don't stop.
Hey, dude, could you help me lift the rocks? He's just sitting there while making the girl lift all the rocks.
My listening post atop the cave. I heard them, so kindly toward each other, so reassuring, so united in their purpose. I pressed my ear closer to the crack in the cave's roof. I was frantic to hear every word.
George, it isn't getting any lighter. Shouldn't it start to get lighter?
Yes, it should.
Oh, why doesn't it?
How should I know why? I'm sorry, darling.
Oh, that's all right.
Marion,
What, darling?
we've cleared all the stones away.
But there's no light.
No. None.
Why not? Why isn't there?
Oh, because we've been digging at the wrong side of the cave. We were digging at the other side. The door was over there.
Because there's something huge. A big boulder, I think, up against the entrance.
Oh, move it.
I will. It's heavy. It must be huge.
Well, how did it get there?
It fell from
This guy can't even lift a boulder.
someplace, Lord knows where.
Can't you move it?
I'm trying.
Let me help.
Put your shoulder up against
Yo, what up, Westford? What's going on, dude? Good to see you, bro. Plot synopsis real quick. My man's got married. My man's wife cheated on him. My man's has stopped talking for 25 years, and now he's talking to a psychiatrist. He spoke for the first time in 25 years, and is now recounting the cherished memory of his when he buried two young lovers alive in a cave.
That's what I'm doing. Can't you see?
No, I can't see. Do you think I could? Can you see?
I'm sorry. Forgive me.
All right, let's try together now. 1, 2, 3. Jump!
I don't think we moved it at all.
No, not a centimeter.
Darling, you know what the trouble is? We're tired, that's all. Clearing away all the stones just took our strength. I haven't had anything to eat since this morning. We need to rest for a little while. Then we'll be able to move it.
Oh, you're probably right. First, I want to light a match.
Why do you want to do that?
I want to look at your face.
Oh. Light.
This is the face I love.
This is the face I love.
It's dark again.
No matter. When we wake up, we'll find our way into the light.
It's so messed up that the dude is just like got his ear pressed up to the cave entrance, like listening to all this go down. This guy... I just muted myself. This guy is severely unlikable.
Sleep now, my darling.
The thought of them, lying there. No, the vision of them, for I could see them. The image was so strong. The two of them pressed close, their arms entwined, their hands clasped. The two young bodies fitted so tightly together against the dark and the cold. The nameless memory crowded in on me, and I knew.
Dude, but literally, though. It literally is, dude. And Nub is over here just thinking of even more devious ways to frickin' torture these people.
Knew what it was I remembered, and would not name. And it was love. Love. It was love that I remember. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Doctor. For what?
For what? Yeah, that's a typical psychiatrist response. The doctor's sitting here like, I see nothing wrong with this. This is a normal Sunday afternoon for me.
Crying like this.
Fucking
If there is
psychiatrist.
anything to be sorry for, it's that it took you so long to cry.
All I really know is that when that word came into my head,
What word?
the word love, I shrank from it as though it was tainted, poison.
Yes. And then?
And then, Doctor, I climbed down, I got on my horse and rode back to Marsh Hills. I took the bus and the 2 trains back to the city.
I think I've discovered the problem. I think you have ADHD, maybe borderline personality disorder. Take these pills. That'll be $600.
What?
I opened up my office, I took the dust covers off the furniture in my flat, and I resumed my old routine.
Didn't you ever think of them?
Yeah, dude, Jason, 100%. 100%. They just invent fake frickin' diseases. The entire thing is just a bunch of nonsense. That's my hot take.
I'd shut them out of my mind, just as I'd shut them in the cave.
You didn't worry about them or anything?
Well, they had each other.
Mr. Jerome, I have to tell you, I can't help being shocked. Forgive me. Go on.
Well, after a while, the old feeling of loneliness came back. You see, I missed them.
Missed them?
Yes, it may sound strange.
Indeed it does.
I began imagining what they might be saying to each other. I couldn't know for sure, of course, but I imagined.
I'm cold
So am I.
and hungry.
I can't find you. Keep talking. Keep
I'm
talking.
here. I'm here.
I can't. Oh, there you are.
Oh, darling, don't let go.
Oh, never. Never.
I invented their conversations, of course, but I was fairly
Oh, darling. It sucks being a ghost in a cave. Yes, it sure does. It's so... cave.
sure my inventions were accurate, or nearly so.
You simply left them there.
For 2 weeks. And then I was suddenly seized with the desire to hear their voices once more, before they were silent forever. I closed the office, closed the flat, took the 2 trains and the bus to Marsh Hills. They were surprised at the stable to see me back again so soon, of course, but they saddled my horse and I set off for the cave. The old excitement came back when I started to smell the salt air. There was the familiar thrill which I had looked forward to each summer. But
There's the familiar sound again that I have no idea how it factors into the episode whatsoever, other than the frickin' psychiatrist's,
5 years till they had invaded my kingdom by the sea. Such a tiny kingdom.
Oh, it is the horse galloping. That's what it is. It's gotta be.
Cave no bigger than a tool shed, with no comforts, no conveniences, and they had taken it away from me. On the
Yo, it probably is. It probably actually is.
sand at last, we round the last bend, and I see it. My cave, my refuge. And even from a distance, I can see that the big boulder still stands wedged into the entrance.
What did you do then, Mr. Jerome?
I dismounted. I climbed to the roof of the cave.
I said I like that boulder. That is a nice boulder.
After all, I had made the long and rather arduous trip to hear their voices once more, if I could. I crouched down. I put my ear to the narrow crack.
And were they still alive?
Oh, yes. Yes. Weak, of course, but alive. Oh, yes, they were still alive.
Are you all right, Jordan?
Yes. Are you?
I'm all right. If we only had something to eat.
Yeah, what are you up to, George? Oh, I'm just dying of starvation in this cave. What are you up to? Oh, same. Just dying of starvation in this cave.
Anything.
Don't think about it.
You think there's any use trying to move that big rock again?
No?
I guess you're right.
Oh, we've got about a third of the energy we had to start with. We gotta save whatever we've got.
Save it for what, George?
For crying out in pain, of course.
I don't know.
I know. But when somebody finds us, it's possible, isn't it, for somebody to find us?
Of course.
Oh, George, I'm thirsty.
Can you find the place where that trickle of water runs down the side?
I think so.
Feel along the cave wall to your right.
So black in here.
You should be there by now.
Light the match.
No, it's the only one we have.
George, wasn't there sort of a ridge, an indentation where the water trickled down in some moss?
That's right.
Well, I think I found it.
Oh, good.
There's no water.
There must be.
There isn't.
Then you're in the wrong place.
Didn't you find it? You're so smart.
I know exactly where it's about here, right? Remember this. It ought to be right here.
Yes, it ought to be, but it isn't. It ought to be, but it isn't.
Marion, shh, shh, shh.
There's no food. Now there's no water. George, what will become of us?
Shh, 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 shh.
Doctor, I wanted to call to them. I wanted to say, wait for rain. Because as soon as a good rain came...
Yeah, dude, I've known people who were totally fine. They literally just needed Jesus. Like, they literally just needed the church. And they go to a frickin' therapist, and the therapist tells them, oh, your brain's broken. You have a mental disease. But we have the medication. They put them on these frickin' horrible medications that are just so bad for you. Like, it is so despicable. I'm sure there's some good, like, if you get, like, an orthodox psychiatrist therapy, an orthodox therapist, like, I'm sure some people would benefit from, like, just having somebody to talk to and, like, you know, hey, maybe you should, like, you know, like, plan out some goals and work towards them. Hey, maybe you should stop, like, thinking about yourself all day and, you know, thinking about how you don't like your life and just accept the reality around you and see what good choices you could make to maybe change something. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure that would be great, but, like, the average psychiatrist that's just a pill pusher, I mean, they're like, have you thought about maybe divorcing your husband and taking these meds? Have you thought about that? Maybe that's why you're depressed, because you're not taking pills and you're not divorced.
The water would start to trickle down the cave wall again. But I couldn't speak. I don't know why I couldn't. Do you?
I have some notion, yes.
Why couldn't I?
I'd rather you told me the rest of the story first.
Oh, all right, Doctor, if you say so. Well, they must have gone to sleep after that. I think they probably slept a lot. I know that I didn't hear anything more after that until much later.
I wonder what day it is.
Well, it was Saturday when we came down here, wasn't it?
Yes.
Well, it must be, I don't know.
We've been here a week, I think.
More than that.
Much more?
About a week and a half.
Oh. You think it's Wednesday? Or...
Yeah, that's why I said that, KF, because, like, I have heard, like, some priests, like, say, like, oh yeah, it's you know, some people, like, as long as you get, like, a good one especially one that's orthodox, like, it can be helpful, you know. But, like, I'm just talking about, like, my own personal experience with people I've known who just go to, like, your typical therapist, and it's so bad. But yeah, I could definitely see some benefits, especially especially today. With how screwed up and autistic we all are, and, like, socially retarded we all are, like, I could see a lot of these young guys and girls benefiting from just, you know, like, guidance or therapy, whatever, working through different things. I could see some benefit to that for sure.
I think so.
If it's Wednesday, then we've been here
Yeah.
11 days.
It's starting to look like Ghost and Gary's unreliable narrator guesses were spot on.
Like that. What difference does it make?
I'd just like to know, that's all. Oh, don't be angry, darling.
Doctor, I had the craziest impulse to whisper to them, it's Tuesday. I almost laughed. Why do these ludicrous ideas come into our heads at the weirdest moments of our lives?
Perhaps it wasn't as ludicrous as you thought.
Well, of course it was. I was there to watch these people die.
Yo, I don't know why, this is probably really stupid, but I'm going to guess that the therapist isn't real. I don't even know what's making me think that. And Ghost, did you say that too? Maybe I'm just stealing Ghost's idea. I'm scrolling back now. It would be a good twist if the guy was just schizophrenic and imagined all this up. Okay, so you didn't specify the therapist. I'm going to say that the psychiatrist is an illusion of his mind or something. Or, like, it's like, he's like, I don't know. I'm just going to keep it vague like that.
I listened to them die is more like it. And I still wanted to tell them what day of the week it was. If that's not ludicrous, I don't know what is.
Tell me, what happened next?
Well, I went to sleep on the roof of the cave. After the sun came up in the morning, I got a sandwich out of my saddlebag and a flask of brandy. and sat on the sand for a while, watching the ocean. And then I went back to my listening post.
George,
Yes.
I'm going to try walking around a little. Oh, Lord. This darkness is driving me mad.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Let me have a match.
No.
Oh, give it to me.
I won't.
What was that?
I heard
I
something.
stumbled over something.
Oh, look for it. The fish are
That's
on.
what I'm doing. Got it.
What is it?
Feels like a little sort of a
It's a limited edition Mewtwo circa 2000s Pokemon card.
pan.
Man,
Well, about 5 inches wide. Enamel, I think. Feels like enamel. It's a little pan to cook things in, the sort of thing campers might use.
wait. That means somebody's been here before.
And that means whoever was here could come back.
Or somebody else could. I mean,
He's standing outside. He's just like, nope. I trapped you in there. Nobody's coming. He's been here the whole time.
this cave is a place people come to. We're not the only ones. We're not the first. Other people.
I'm gonna need my pan back.
They'd stumbled across the little enamel pan I had used to boil my herbs. I couldn't bring myself to speak to them, but I took a packet of matches, the cardboard kind, and I wrote on it,
To boil my herbs in? What? When I fond memories of boiling my herbs. That's like that's like pondering the orb. I'm boiling my herbs, dude.
am here. Just that. I am here. And I slipped it through the crack in the roof of the cave.
Three little words. I am here.
Slow boy.
I suppose the most cherished.
What's up, slow boy? Welcome, welcome. What's going on? Mongo Thug Raid. What's going on, y'all? What up, what up? We are listening to The Deadly Hour, CBS Radio Mystery Theater. This one's actually been good, guys. I don't know if the audience know what you guys have been thinking, but this one has been pretty good so far. It took it a while for it to hook me, but I'm into it now. You can't start a chill stream when I'm in dire. I know. Literally, I was about to click to go live, and then I saw Jay went live. But it's a debate. We've all seen it a million times, and so it's no hard feelings, okay, y'all. We all know how much I love Jay, so you guys, it's no hard feelings, other than the fact that I'm at war with Jay Dyer, and I will make sure to ban everybody if I see them in Jay's chat while I'm live. Other than that, though, no hard feelings at all. For y'all who just got here in this episode, and I'm sorry for those of you who have been here and heard me summarize this plot at least 4 times now, but this episode has been Homeboy gets married, Homeboy's wife cheats on him, Homeboy then takes a vow of silence for 25 years. He doesn't speak. The episode starts and he breaks his vow to his psychiatrist and he recounts the story of how he used to love going to his cave to hang out. And one day he goes to his cave and a couple is in there. Some young lovers, some young kids. And they're smooching in my man's cave. So he causes a rock slide to occur. He traps them in there, and then like a total creep, he sits outside and listens to them talk about how, man, it really sucks starving to death inside this cave. And he's telling it to this freaking psychopathic psychiatrist who's just like, yes, tell me more. Tell me more about how you sadistically listen to these people slowly die over weeks. It's pretty insane. It's been really good so far. That's where we are in the story, so welcome. Just wanted to catch you guys up. Start banning. Oh, it's coming, dude. It's coming. Slow's rolling up late doing a drive-by. Yeah, she liked that, dude. She liked that. It was the horse's dream. In all seriousness, the cave itself is probably his own imagination. And this is how he copes with his wife's affair. Yeah. Probably. All right, let's get back to it.
Trio of words in our language consists of I love you. But surely there are times of trouble when I am here is even more welcome. I'll be back shortly.
Also, I wanted to say, I do have the next episode already lined up. I was scrolling through the website, looking at different episodes to play after this one, and I already found one, so I'm excited for the next one.
Shortly with Act 3. It is the disease of not listening, the malady of not marking, that I am troubled withal. So said Henry IV, according to William Shakespeare. But the disease that troubles Martin Jerome is listening too closely, and his malady is marking too well.
I pushed the packet of matches with its absurd message down through the crack in the cave with a little stick. I heard it drop. I knew it had reached them, even before I heard Marion speak.
George.
Huh?
Something just dropped onto my shoulder. George, light the match.
Marion, it's our last match.
Yo, have you guys ever gone into it? Has anybody in here ever done any cave diving or cave exploration? Because when I was a kid, so over here in Buffalo, about an hour away in Allegheny State Park, there's some really cool places you can go to check out. One of these places is called Thunder Rocks. If any of you guys are familiar with Western New York, this region, there's like massive boulders, like boulders the size of houses. You know, they're huge. Climb on them and stuff. That's a fun little thing. So as a kid, I went with my mom and my stepdad and my brothers, and we were climbing all over Thunder Rocks. And then there's this place called the Bear Caves. And so a bunch of like little cave systems and stuff, many that have entrances that are easily accessible from the ground. And you can just go in as far as, you know, you can go. It gets smaller and smaller and smaller, obviously. So as a kid, I go into these caves, and I got my little flashlight, and I'm with my stepsister at the time. And the adults are with us, and as we get deeper, only we could fit into this little small spot. So, and it's all standing. It's not like some of these videos you see where the cavers are like on their stomach. Where we were at, it was just a walking thing, and then it got smaller and smaller. So eventually, we leave the adults behind, and me and my stepsister Valerie are in there, and we're like, "Oh, this is so cool! This is so cool!" And we're looking around, and we're in this like really tight little nook here, and then for some reason, I point my flashlight up, and the ceiling is covered in millions of spiders. It's literally carpeted with spiders. Like, I've never seen so many spiders in my life. Now, obviously, I love spiders now. I have no problems with spiders, but back then, it was like the most horrifying. It was like, ah! And we just ran out the cave. So many, dude. So many. They were just chilling. And it was just like, just forever burned into my mind, that experience of like, oh my god, dude, it was so bad. Yeah, time to run. Literally, bro. Literally. I've been in Mammoth Cave. Super cool to visit. Luckily, I live an hour. Nice, dude. Tip my fedora as I slide the matches into the cave. These radio shows are scary, but don't be scared of those dono links posted top of the chat. Thank you, Jason. Thank you. Yes, guys, if you like the show and you want to support the show, all Super Chats will be read live. We have Super Chats via Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo. This is to keep the channel unmonetized, keep those stupid ads off the channel, and to keep YouTube from getting their grubby little mitts on a single penny of it. So, thank you guys so much. I will read all Super Chats live. Try working under the floors in Australia, snakes and spiders. Yeah, it's a meme at this point, dude. Australia, everything wants to kill you. In Wisconsin, they have Crystal Cave and Cave in the Mountains, but it's guided tours. Pretty cool if anyone touring the sites of Wisconsin. Oh, that sounds cool. That's definitely something I would want to see. I don't need cave drama. Yeah. I honestly, like, at this point in my life, I don't think I would really... I would walk into, like, a walking room cave, or like what Jason was saying, like guided tours or whatever. But I don't think I'd be crawling through any craggly little, you know... I do love watching the YouTube videos of guys that do that, though, because it's just you know, it's almost like you get a rush just from watching it because it's so tense. You're like, oh no, no, don't do that. So I love watching the videos, but I don't like I don't like the concept of actually doing it. Yo, shouts out, shouts out. I think this is K Ram. I don't want to say the actual name. She says, "Thank you, Jerry, and happy Friday." Thank you. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Really appreciate the super chats. Thank you to everybody who is watching, super chatting, chatting.
You can't light it. I have to know what fell on my shoulder.
I don't like to use up our
George,
last...
please, if you don't...
All right. All right. Take it easy. Do you see anything?
It hit my shoulder, and then it... Here it is. Sure. Well, it's matches. It's a whole folder of matches.
You're kidding.
I'm not. There's something written on it here, George. Wait a minute. It says...
It says, LOL, you are totally starving to death. Wow, dude.
I'm
Wow.
here.
Who's here?
I don't know.
Oh my God, that's the end of the match. I held till I burned my fingers. I'm sorry, I couldn't.
It's all right. We have matches now.
That sounds cool.
Can you see?
It isn't signed at all. It just says, I am here. That's all.
But who's here?
Doesn't matter, does it? Somebody's here. That's what counts.
Why doesn't he say something? Call out to us. Or something.
Maybe he's like some sort of loser incel guy who's been listening to us die this whole time.
Tell us that everything will be all right.
Maybe he's gone for help.
Oh, yes, that must be it.
Yes, that is it. It's
Yeah.
all right now. It's all right as long as somebody's here.
It's gotta be it. Definitely. Yo, shout out to Ghost. Ghost, thank you, Kang, dude. I really appreciate you. He says, "Hey, it's Ghost. Thanks for the stream. It's always a blast." Well, I really appreciate that, man. Thank you. I'm really glad you
I
like
couldn't
it.
stand their joy over my simple-minded message. They seemed like silly children, as silly as I felt myself. For I hadn't the faintest notion what I was going to do once I had made this strange contact with them. I climbed down and sat on the beach staring at the water until I fell asleep. I must have slept the rest of that day and all night, because it was the sun coming up behind the horizon that woke me. I went back to the cave, climbed to the roof, and put my ear to the crack.
George, I can't stand it. Where is he?
How should I know? Stop asking me.
He wouldn't...
Yeah, I would honestly, because there's that awesome creepypasta, super famous, called Ted the Caver. Such a fun story. I would read it if it hadn't been, like, played out to death. But if you guys want to hear, like, a really cool modern-day horror story to do with caving and spelunking, check out Ted the Caver. It's so good, dude.
Give us a message like that, he wouldn't write. I am here on a package of matches and then just go away, would he?
How do I know? You keep asking me as though I had an answer.
I'm not hungry anymore.
I haven't been hungry for a long time.
I just feel terribly weak.
Are we ghosts?
Damn it, I know. Now would you shut up? Just shut up.
Are we, like, totally Beetlejuicing right now?
Be quiet.
No water. No food. Oh, we'll die here.
I said shut up.
Whoever wrote that note must have been a madman.
Wherever he was, he's gone away.
Yes. And we'll die in this cave.
I don't intend to die in this cave.
Oh.
There you go, Gary.
And just what do you think you'll do
Always thinking on the bright side.
about it?
Something?
Nothing you can do.
I'm just not gonna die.
Yes.
Not yet.
Yes, you are.
Nah.
Make up your...
Nah, I'm not. I'm just not gonna. I've decided I'm just not gonna die, dude. The horse saves them. Yeah, the horse just, like, pushes dude off it. It's gallops in there all valiantly. It starts just picking up boulders with its frickin' horse jaws, throwing them to the side.
your mind to it. What are you doing now?
I'm going to light a match.
Matches. We have matches. No food. No water. Just matches.
Oh yeah, dude. The frickin' the Freemasons in Wisconsin are just, like, straight up going to Agartha down there.
George, what? I'm not gonna die.
Wilbur.
Not yet. Not me.
George!
Not me.
Yeah, not me.
I felt as though the world had stopped. Actually, I had stopped. All at once, I knew what I must do. I didn't want to go completely out of my mind.
I must flood the cave.
I clambered down from the roof.
I must take this jar of scorpions I bought and dump it into the into the
I ran to
cave.
the cave entrance. I tried to move the big boulder that blocked it. I knew even before I tried that I wouldn't be able to do it. But my mind was working brilliantly. I ran to where my horse's saddle and bridle lay on the sand. And after taking it all apart, I began working to put it together again. For a new purpose. Oh, I used everything. The girth, the reins, the stirrup levers. And in an hour, I had fashioned a crude device. I led my horse to the cave entrance. Somehow I wrapped the girth around the boulder and made it firm. The reins circled my horse's shoulders. And then I stood back and gave him a sharp rap on the flank. He moved. And the boulder moved. The boulder moved away from the entrance to the cave. There was room for me to squeeze through. Just inside.
Oh, is Homeboy... No. For some reason, I thought Homeboy was going to get trapped in the cave and die, but he's talking to the psychiatrist. But maybe my guess was right, and the psychiatrist is not real, and this whole story is being told from within the cave, because now he's trapped and dead in the cave, and there was never any lovers in there. The bro was just tripping. He was just tripping out his head. Cave's empty. You're so right, dude. I love how we're so brilliant that we discovered it right as the story is explaining it to us.
I found them. She lay there in a faint. He lay across.
There it is. Yeah, the horse was the shrink the whole time.
And his teeth.
The terrible galloping noise was just in his head.
His teeth were sunk in her breast.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait a minute. So the guy who was like, I'm not gonna die. He ate his lover? Is that what just happened? Hang on, I gotta rewind this a little bit. His teeth were sunk in her breast. I don't like the way that sounded. Let's go back.
Inside, I found them. She lay there in a faint. He lay across her. And his teeth were sunk in her breast.
Yeah, no, it's not the horse, Daniel. He's talking about the dude, but I don't know.
Mr. Jerome, would you like to wait till another time to tell me?
No, I must tell it to you now. I carried their bodies out and I put them on the back of my horse. I threw a halter over his head and led him the 15 miles to Marsh Hills. It took all day because I stopped every hour to be sure that they were both breathing. There's a doctor in Marsh Hills, and I left them on his doorstep. I rang his bell and fled. The next day, I waited outside the doctor's house until I saw an ambulance drive up and take the young couple away. They were able to walk, so I knew they were all right, or soon would be. I went back to the city, but not before I had memorized the name of the hospital, which was printed on the ambulance. And from the city, I wrote to the hospital. I pretended to be a concerned relative. They answered me. They said that the girl, Marion, had already been discharged, but that they were keeping the young man for a few days more. They would let me know when he could go home. And they did let me know. I remember it was on a Sunday. And as he walked out of the hospital, I was waiting for him. He didn't seem at all surprised to see me. I took his hand. He came with me quietly. We boarded the bus. We took the 2 trains, no trouble at all. And when we got to the city, We, went to my flat. He undressed, bathed, and got into my bed, and he went to sleep. That was, 6 months ago, Doctor. And he's been there with me ever since.
He's all right?
Oh, he's very well. I sleep on the floor now. He sleeps in the bed. I cook his breakfast, come home from the office and cook his lunch. And of course, I make dinner for us both at night.
He was my wife's boyfriend.
And, we listen to music. I read a book, but he just listens to the music. Oh, yes, he's in good health.
Mr. Jerome, the hour is up.
Do you want me to leave?
It is my official medical diagnosis that you are batshit crazy. Get out of my office, you lunatic.
Not yet. You've told me an amazing story. As amazing a story as I've ever heard. But tell me, just what is it you
Why are you gay?
expect of me? What do you want me to do for you?
Huh? Oh, why, nothing, Doctor.
Nothing.
Nothing.
At all.
Nothing except for coming into my cave. He just stuffs him into a burlap sack and runs off, and that's how the episode ends. Yeah, that's what we're all thinking, KF. I'm thinking that seems to be the going theory, is that this dude is just straight Looney Tunes. I mean, we know he's Looney Tunes, but I think we're just trying to find out how Looney Tunes. Like, are all these characters fictional, or I don't know.
I don't want help for myself, Doctor. I want help for the young man. You see, in the 6 months he's been staying with me, he hasn't uttered a word. Not one word.
What?
Go see the doctor, young man. Yes, George, he can help you to unburden yourself. He will make the words pour out in full confession, and you'll feel the better for it. Why, look. Look what he has just done for Martin Jerome. As the deadly hour passed. I'll be back shortly.
Y'all, are you following this? Because I'm so confused right now. I feel like the whole he hasn't uttered a word is like a reveal, because our narrator didn't speak for 25 years, but he was on mute. I think I'm so, this is one of those ones because I'm talking and I'm probably missing something very obvious, but
You heard of the 7 wonders of the world? The Grand Canyon, the Taj Mahal, Niagara Falls, and I forget the other 4. No matter. Because they are simple things compared to the human mind in all its deviousness, all its twists and drifts. Why, I could sit in wonder at the human mind for the rest of my life. Our cast included Norman Rose.
okay,
Marion
but why is the guy he almost killed not talking? Why is that a reveal? You know, like that. This episode left me with questions. All right, I've got questions. This is frustrating. I'm gonna have to re-listen to this back, and then I'll be like, "Wow, I'm so stupid. That was big." I liked the episode. I thought that was good.
Otis, John Barragray,
But I'm
and
confused.
Jack Grimes. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. And now, a preview
That's what I'm
of our
guessing.
next tale.
That it was him, and he's the one that took a bite of boob. But I just, he said, he hasn't spoken for 6 months, but it's like, but he didn't speak for 25 years, so that's what's confusing. It's like, what?
That's impossible.
Why is it impossible?
All right, let's just kick it right on to our next episode, Cold Storage, y'all. Who's ready for the next episode? Me. Thank y'all so much for being here. Relationship is ruined like his, for show. And as to what Jason was talking about, dude, that's awesome. When you were talking about how the caves stay 50 something degrees. I know that because I was looking into like root cellars and stuff years ago, and I had this. I was on this kick where I wanted to build like a hobbit hole type structure out of sandbags, and it's cool because it's just naturally climate controlled and stuff. Never did it, but I looked into it and was like researching how to build little like pop up structures like that are covered by dirt and grass and stuff. Pretty interesting. All right, so this next episode is called Cold Storage. We're going to pull up, like we did last time, the website first and read the little synopsis here. Episode is from 1974, January 13th. A man finds out that his believed to be dead mother is still living and unleashes a Machiavellian plan to acquire her wealth and property by shutting her away in the basement. So that's why I wanted to watch that one, because it just sounded like a good sound. That synopsis got me. Sounds good. I'm down. Let's do it. Cold storage. The thing he's storing is his mama. Bro, Ghost, don't even ask, dude. Don't even ask, because nobody knows. We literally don't know. The ending was very confusing, and I'm gonna have to re-listen to the episode and try to figure it out without talking through it. The people that he starved, one of the guys, the man in the cave. So the narrator breaks into the cave to try to rescue him. He has a change of heart at the last minute. When he goes into the cave, the woman is dead, and the man has got his teeth sunk into her breast, like he's trying to eat her. Why he did that, I don't know. They seem to be good guys, and then it ended like that. So no freaking clue. No stars for the first episodes. I honestly thought that Gary and Ghost were going to get the star for the unreliable narrator, but the thing is that it didn't tell us if he was unreliable or not. Unless I'm missing something super obvious, it seemed to be, I don't know. I just don't get it, man. I feel bad. I feel like I failed y'all not being able to comprehend the ending here.
Come in.
Okay, hold up.
Welcome.
Hold up. The audio quality for this is trash. Let's see if this one is better. Yeah, that sounds a lot better.
Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Welcome to the terrifying world of the imagination. I am a man normally filled with the milk of human kindness, but prepared, I'm afraid, to curdle your blood with a tale not of life and death, but rather death and life. I offer you one small comfort. It could hardly happen today. But in the last century, on the old Montgomery estate in Maryland.
No, he said that the guy was alive and that he's like his best friend now and he's living with him. Anyway.
In the great, dark, rambling house called Westerly, it was easier to be marked for death than in this one. Our mystery drama, Cold Storage, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Ian Martin and stars...
I agree, Jason. Dude, milk curdling. Again, I have another traumatic story about curdled milk. So for those of you who don't know, I am allergic to milk. Okay, it happened when I was it started happening when I was 12. I started getting sick every time I would eat cheese or whatever, but I live in Buffalo, New York, and so pizza is like our thing here, we take great pride in our pizza. And so even though I started getting sick a lot, I didn't know exactly what it was. And so I was still eating pizza by the boatload, etc., etc. So when I was in school, I loved those little chocolate milk cartons they had. And for a couple of years, all of my friends in the lunchroom who didn't like their chocolate milk would bring me their chocolate milk. And so every day at lunch, I would have 8 to 10 chocolate milk cartons, right? And so I would drink them as much as I could. And the one day I had so many, I couldn't drink them all. So I put them in my locker. I think it was even in my book bag in my locker. And one thing led to another. Forgot about it, as one is liable to do sometimes. And milk did what it does when it's kept in a warm locker in May. And so my copy of Hagakure, the Book of the Samurai, did not fare very well. Okay, the frickin' milk exploded, and everything in my locker got covered in chunky yogurt in the making, and the smell was so bad, and it just followed me. I had to throw everything out, and I had to throw the book bag out, and so that smell still lingers in my nose to this day. I can still think about it. I can think of it I can smell it when I think of it. It is awful. So, yeah. You need raw milk? Yeah, I've actually never tried raw milk. It's illegal in New York State because that's what a communist hellhole we live in here. And I'm curious if raw milk would if my system would be able to tolerate it. But I went to the doctors. They tested me for lactose intolerance. They said, you're not lactose intolerant. You must be allergic to dairy. And that actually tracks because if I do eat dairy on accident, I break out in like eczema. Like I'll get eczema like here and stuff. And eczema is an allergic reaction. So it tracks. I think I am allergic to milk. I'm also curious if goat milk is the same. Like if I can drink goat milk or not. I have no idea. Never tried it. I might have done it once as a teen and didn't feel anything. My boyfriend at the time lost. Oh, you are talking about drugs, dude. Get out of here with that drug talk, that DMT talk. Why is there cheese in this locker? Yes, dude. Smell memories are the worst. Yo, for sure, for sure. The tick bit ya? No, the tick makes you allergic to meat. The Lone Star tick makes you allergic to red meat, and it's honestly like the most terrifying thing ever. Imagine, dude, if you could not eat steak because of a frickin' tick. Ticks are literally the biggest scumbags in the world. They can give you Lyme disease, a disease created by the government, or they can give you another frickin' horrible disease where you can't eat meat anymore, and you just turn into a soy boy. Not intolerant, just lactose phobic. Like the Jerry Seinfeld joke, I'm lactose intolerant. I do not like I do not like milk, and I will not tolerate it. How do you eat pizza? I can't these days, dude. And in Buffalo, it's like hell. It's awful, dude. Everybody eats pizza, and so the smell, it's like, it's so frustrating because I ate it all my life, so I know what I'm missing. It's not like being born blind and you're okay with it because you've never seen. It's like I've seen the light, and then I had it ripped away from me. The injustice of it. Pizza is like my favorite food still. So now I'm just like, let me smell the pizza. If I go somewhere and they're getting pizza, I get these. I get these chicken tendies, dude. That's what I get. I get tendies, and I'm just that weird guy that's like trying to smell the pizza. Like this is the closest I can get to it. You know what I mean? I can just enjoy the smell of it. But I do make my own pizza. I cook. I love to cook. And I can make like dairy-free pizza. I'll make a cheese out of like cashews and stuff, and got to do like the cringe vegan stuff. And I can make some really bomb pizza. Of course, for me, who hasn't had actual cheese in like, I don't know, since I think the last time I actually ate pizza, I was like 14. I'm 31 now, so like 16 years. I don't even remember what it tastes like other than just the smell and bringing it back. So I can eat that crappy like non-dairy cashew cheese and be like, this was really good. It's close enough, Cashews do rule, dude. They're so good, bro. They're so good. That's asceticism right there. Yeah, it's basically easy mode, I'm basically fasting all the time, It's no big deal. I'm just kind of pious like that, It's no big deal. I don't make a big deal of it or anything. I'm just fasting every day. My wife and kids are celiac, no grain at all. She makes surprisingly good pizza. Yeah, it's out of necessity, dude. Like when you have those allergies like that were probably the result of vaccines and just glyphosate and all the garbage around us. It forces you to like learn to look at ingredient lists and to learn how to like, make do with what you got. So it's a natural sort of conclusion to want to learn how to cook and want to make substitutes and stuff. So I'm honestly, it's a blessing. I probably wouldn't know how to cook if it wasn't for that stuff. So ain't no big deal. Just feel bad for me, guys. Please pity me. Feel bad.
Ruby D. and John Barragray. I'll be back shortly with Act 1. Some ghouls robbing a grave. Many years before, Buford Montgomery found himself engaged in essentially the same activity, were every bit as shocked when the corpse whose rings they were tearing off suddenly sat up, alive. An epileptic seizure in other times could counterfeit death. The ghouls, of course, had a recourse. They ran away. Buford Montgomery has to stay and face his problem.
Buford, will you put me down?
When I'm ready.
I am quite able to walk.
I want to make sure you don't run.
What are you talking about? What are you doing? Locking me in? No, keep away from me.
It's all right, Mother. I'm not going to harm you.
I heard you standing over me in that coffin. I need Dr. Wayne.
That doddering old numbskull. He almost had you buried alive. You know he signed your death certificate.
But how could he? I am alive.
Oh, yes. I'm quite satisfied you are no ghost.
But what happened?
Another of your epileptic seizures.
Oh.
We were all convinced this one was fatal. At last.
Only it wasn't. Quite a disappointment to my beloved son. Well, at least I know now where we stand. Now, you open that door and send Hannah up to me.
Not yet, Mother.
Why?
Because, you see, we don't really know just quite how we stand, do we?
Buford, don't you look at me like that.
How was I looking, Mama dear?
You...
Okay, now we're getting into Norman Bates territory. I think KF might get 5 stars from the previous episode just for the Norman Bates reference there.
Want me dead, back in that coffin.
I want all the things I thought were finally mine. The house, the estate, the money, and most of all, the freedom to be a man.
Oh.
Look at me, Mama. Listen to me call you that, Mama. A grown man, 38 years old, tied to his mother's apron strings like some sniveling little boy.
I never meant to keep you tied down.
Oh, yes, you did. You even did it with the judge. Father's life wasn't his own either. You killed him.
You are mad. Keep away, you want to kill me.
I'm not going to kill you, Mama. You know I haven't got the strength of will for that.
Oh.
I'm just gonna go pout in my cave.
Of course you won't, son. But you can have anything you want now we've had this little talk. Now please get Hannah like a good boy.
Oh, no, Mama.
Oh, no, Mama. I'm gonna go brood sullenly in my cave. I'm gonna go boil my herbs. And I'm gonna do it very angrily.
I don't need you anymore. You left me everything in your will.
Right? Dude, that's the greatest kick of all, dude. Buford. What a name, dude.
But I'm not dead.
To all the world except me, you are.
What would you even call someone named Buford? What would you call him? Biff? Hey, what's going on, Biff? What's going on, Ford? How would you shorten Buford? Buey? Like Huey with a B? Bob? Maybe just Bob. You know? Maybe just Bob.
And you're going to stay that way.
If you come one step closer, I'll scream.
No one will hear you. Not in this big old house. Westerly's thick walls have no ears.
What are you going to do to me?
You'll see, Mother. You'll see.
I'm gonna send you to my angst cave.
You're going to put me back in that coffin and...
Okay, why does he even have a coffin in his basement? I want to get the backstory on the coffin. How did the coffin end up down there? Hey, Buford, what are you carrying down there? Oh, it's just a coffin, Mama. I found a coffin at the garage sale down the street, so I'm just putting it down there. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. It's just my coffin. I'm gonna store my CDs in it. No, it's all good.
Bury me
Get in the coffin.
alive!
Yes. I haven't any choice now.
And how did he get her in the coffin? Hey, Mom, I need you to, hey, you mind coming over here for a second? Would you mind just sitting down in that chair? Well, Buford, that chair looks strikingly almost like a coffin. No, it's a chair. It's a new chair. It's a really hip new chair, and he just slams the door closed. You can't leave that part out of the story. We got to know how he got her in the coffin in the first place.
Please, please, please.
Don't worry. You'll be quite comfortable. I'm going to bury you alive. But not in the coffin. Hannah,
Yes, Master Buford.
I want you here, in the hall.
Master Buford.
What is it, sir?
Where's William?
He's in the stable, Master, grooming the horses for the funeral tomorrow.
He's hanging out in his coffin.
You want I should fetch him?
No, not yet. Sit down. I want to talk to you.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Westford.
Now.
Always let them know you're next to him.
Where to begin? Hannah, you were mighty beholden to my father, weren't you?
Judge Montgomery was a fine man.
Was very kind to you and your son.
The judge was powerful good to me and William.
And my mother?
Mrs. Montgomery is a fine lady. It's been a privilege to have served her as housekeeper.
And will you consider it a privilege to serve me in the same capacity?
If you want me, sir.
And William?
Where I go, William goes.
And would you kindly ignore the screams of my mother, who is currently trapped in a coffin in my basement? Why, yes, sir. Anything you say, sir.
You know, he's just a great big overgrown baby. Has to be cared for like one.
Or they'd shut him away somewheres,
I wouldn't ever let them do that to my boy. He couldn't stand being shut in. You wouldn't let them do that to him, would you, Master Buford?
Not if I can count on you to help me.
You can, sir. You can.
Well, what about William?
He does what I tell him. He's old as you are, but he has the mind of a child.
Man, every night over here is spooky season. We be doing the radio shows pretty consistently.
I'd want to be absolutely sure of both of you.
But I will
don't
say,
understand.
this summer flew by, dude. It flew by so fast.
And your Master Buford.
Then I'll make myself plainer. I think you must have always hated my mother. Why did you stay on after Father died?
I stayed because where else could I go?
You're sure it wasn't because you were afraid?
Afraid of what?
Not of Hannah. For William. Right? Oh, don't look so terrified and trapped. I know it all, Hannah. I know it all.
Master Buford,
How you must really hate us all. Even Father at the end.
Not the judge. Never the judge.
Even after what he made you sign?
What would the judge ever have wanted me to sign?
A confession that you
Just this paper that said that you're a big dumbhead.
saw your son William commit a murder 10 years ago.
Oh. How did you know?
It's one of the advantages of my dear mother's unexpected death. It was among the papers the lawyer turned over to me.
So she did know. All these years. How could Randolph have done that to me?
You know why. You were an eyewitness. And you know that William wasn't alone.
It was an accident. And you were only boys.
Pretty old for boys, Hannah. We were both going on 19. And the Copley kid was only 15. It was only my father being a judge that saved us all. Any jury in horse country like this could have told that boy's neck wasn't broken by any fall from a horse. The finger marks were gouged into the flesh.
Jason was on a live stream with myself and with Mella and with the real John Connor, Baselit Analyzer, and I'm trying to think who else. Was Maddie there too? I think Maddie was there too. You might be talking. He might have been on a more recent stream, but that could have been the one you're thinking of because Jason was streaming it up with the homies not too long ago.
The rope burns were raw on his wrists.
Why did you do it, Master Buford?
Not I, Hannah. Remember? William was the culprit.
William didn't know what he was doing. You egged him on.
If I did, I didn't mean it to go so far. William doesn't know his own strength.
What does it matter? It's nearly 20 years ago. Why do you rake up old ashes?
There are certain things I have to be sure of.
What?
In spite of everything, your complete loyalty to me.
I have little choice. If you have any confession...
I have it. In your own handwriting. And William's scrawl, too. I'm going to ask you to stretch your conscience further. Come with me.
No, Master Buford. Don't bring me to the coffin. I don't want to look at her.
Stop babbling.
I don't want to.
Stop babbling. Here. Look. Open your eyes.
Oh! It's empty. She's gone. What have you done with her?
She's in her bedroom. Upstairs.
But she... Why...
I'm afraid that blind old boggler, Dr. Wayne, slightly exaggerated my mother's untimely end.
You mean she's alive?
And unfortunately quite well. I see the news is as disappointing to you as it was to me. Oh, don't try to hide it, Hannah. You know you hated her quite as much as I.
I won't deny it. The humiliation. The day-by-day degradations your mother has put me through all these years since your father died. I can never forgive her for them.
I'm glad to hear it.
When she was dead, I was glad. God forgive me. It was one of the happiest days of my life.
And mine. That's why she's going to stay dead, Hannah.
You're mad. You can't murder your own mother.
Nothing is further from my mind. No, dear Mama will come to no physical harm. You and William will see to it that her bodily needs are well taken care of. And I, as complete master of Westerly at last, will see to it in turn that you and William are taken care of.
What are you going to do with her?
So he's just going to keep her prisoner?
Hannah, you're going to explain to William. Then bring him here so we can nail up this coffin and the burial services can be completed tomorrow.
Master Buford, no, you can't.
Better tell William to bring a sack of meal or corn. Won't do to have the coffin too light.
How on earth can you hide your mother from everyone?
On earth. That's very apt. I'll tell you what we're going to do with her, Hannah. Just what we do with the roots and the preserves. We're going to put Mama in cold storage.
So I'm sensing a theme for today's episode, trapping people in places against their will.
Make sure to drive them home, William.
Do seem a shame burying a whole good sack of good feed. I picked up the wormiest one I could find.
That's enough now. Finish up.
The voice acting in these in this episode is a little extra.
Finished now.
Got the lantern, Hannah?
Yes, sir.
All right. Did you strip the bed in the spare room, Hannah?
Yes, sir, I did.
William, you go on up there and bring that bed and all the furniture downstairs to the old hidey hole, right?
Sure will.
Where's this hidey hole?
William could tell you as good as me. Or better. He's the one who found it. Must be, 15 years ago.
16, Master Buford. That was the year Miss Prudence dropped her first foal. That's when old Mr. Todd Hunter, the vet man, Told me all about his daddy and your grandfather and how they dug out the hidey hole and made it out a big room like a station on the Underground Railroad.
William, go see to the furniture.
Yes'm. Take me a while to get the bed apart.
Take your time.
The Underground Railroad? You mean this was a slave station? To hide out escaped slaves being passed to the north?
What it was.
But you can't put your mother in a place like that.
Why not? She spent her lifetime trying to turn the clock back.
But she not a slave, though.
Make a slave of everyone else. Why shouldn't it be her turn? For a change.
How sharper than a serpent's tooth it is to have a thankless child, as King Lear had occasion to remark. Still, on the record, Mama is not much of a prize either. Let's leave her in cold storage until we return shortly with Act Two. In the weeks that pass, Mrs. Randolph Price Montgomery is finding her quarters somewhat less elegant than she liked. But at least they are less confining than a coffin.
My pee bucket's full.
Buford, her son and now heir, has been living as high as he promised himself, and cutting a swath as the county's most sought-after bachelor.
I declare, Buford, I thought I'd never be able to coax you away from all the other ladies.
Nancy Lee, they may have had my arms, but my heart was with you.
Well, I'd have felt a lot surer of that if I'd had your name a little more often in my car.
I just don't want us to get talked about too much.
Why ever not? Would you be ashamed to have your name linked with mine?
Why, Nancy Lee, you know better than that.
Aren't you going to sit with me, sugar?
Oh, why, sure, honey.
Hold my hand.
Just lies in mine like a little bird.
Now that's more like my Buford. Kiss me.
Angel.
Still the same old thrill.
Gives me goosebumps all over.
Oh, that's nice. I wouldn't want to think I'd lost the power to get you going.
Why would you think that?
Well, I'll tell you, Buford. I thought when your mother died...
I'll tell you, Buford, it's 'cause you've been playing that Game Boy ever since I showed up.
It would give us a chance to be...
I'm so close to the end.
Closer than ever. I mean, since we could come right out in the open. I didn't think it would start you chasing after every pretty girl in sight.
I wouldn't take a one of them or exchange any of them for you.
Now, I'm right glad to hear you say that, sugar, because I'm afraid you're not going to be a bachelor anymore.
Huh?
I got something to tell you. You're going to have to go back to being a family man again, I'm afraid.
What?
Looks like Master Buford's about to have a second person to put on cold storage. It looks like Mama gonna have some company down there in the vegetable cellar.
What are you saying?
That you're going to be a daddy. Aren't you proud?
Good.
So proud. Now get yourself down there in that coffin.
Lord, are you sure?
That I'm in a family way? Well, it's very easy for a girl to be sure of that.
Well, what are we going to do?
Well, with Mama gone, there's no problem at all. You're just going to have to make an honest woman of me. My parents surely won't object. And you wouldn't want the colonel to come after you with a gun knowing that my daddy is the best shot in South Carolina.
Now, wait a minute, Nancy Lee.
Oh, sugar, you know I'm only funning. And I know you're going to be every bit as happy as I am once you get used to it. Oh, honey, aren't you just thrilled to death?
Yeah.
We're going to get married.
Right. So happy. So excited.
Come in.
Excuse me, Master Buford.
What is it, Hannah?
It's about Mrs. Montgomery.
She isn't that yet.
I meant your mother, sir.
Oh. What about her?
She keeps asking for you.
Well, tell her I'm... Just don't tell her anything. You haven't said anything about the wedding tomorrow.
No, sir, but...
But what?
About your mother. She wants to talk to you. And it does seem so inhumane to keep her locked up alone.
She sees you or William every day, doesn't she?
Yes.
Her quarters are comfortable and clean, aren't they?
Yes.
She's in perfectly good health?
She has a sack of flour to lie on for a bed, doesn't she? I did pile that straw in the corner for her, did I not? I give her a bucket of fish heads every day to eat, do I not? Is that inhumane?
Yes, never better.
More's the pity. Well, then?
He's
ingrateful.
She's lonely.
So was I all those years she had me under her thumb. And I'm not going back to that. By tomorrow, I'm going to have my own woman. And a beauty at that. Mother's not going to spoil that for me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Dude, you know he's probably going to do that, dude. He's going to have the frickin' lady, the baby, and his mom all down there. He's going to have frickin' 3 generations of people down there by the end of this frickin' episode, dude.
I'm sorry, sir.
Good. Now get out of here. And take the whiskey carafe with you and fill it up. It's almost empty again.
Yes, sir, Master Buford. Sir? William?
All right, y'all. Don't forget to be making your guesses in the chat. Closest guess is going to have 5 stars gifted to them by the end of the episode. And we didn't get to give away any stars in our last episode, so let's try to get them stars.
Yes, Mama.
Take this carafe and fill it with Master Buford's bourbon and bring it back to him in his study.
Yes'm. I reckon old Master Buford's getting himself liquored up for the bachelor party.
I reckon he's trying to build himself some Dutch courage.
What do you mean, Ma?
I mean, I don't think he exactly figured on getting tied up again when he cut his mama's apron strings.
I'm glad you guessed it, Gary. I didn't want to spoil the fun. That's what I was going to guess, and I'm like, that's why I said, oh, come on, put the guesses in, because I wanted somebody else to guess it. So here's hoping. Here's hoping that we're right.
Oh, look at that. It started into rain. Such a pretty night, too.
Let's go on up to bed,
My husband. All he ever seems to think of now he's made me his little goods and chattel.
Nancy Lee, all I mean was I'm tired.
Tired of me after 2 short...
Yo, did she just say, now that he's made me his goods and chattel? Did she just say that? Now that he's made me his little slave.
What weeks?
You know I didn't mean that.
Yo, what?
Come here then, lay your head on Mama's breast.
Don't say that.
Well, heaven, don't be so sensitive. Your Mama's dead and gone.
Yes.
Although sometimes, I swear to goodness, I get the feeling in this rickety old house she's still sort of around.
Oh? What makes you think that?
Well, it's just that sometimes in the middle of the night I hear her calling for you. But I figure that's just the ghost. And you know me, I don't think much. I'm just your little chattel.
Well, don't jump so, darling.
I'm just your little goods and chattel.
And it's just a spooky feeling. Maybe you and me should have gotten rid of Westerly and gone back on to South Carolina with Mom and Papa.
No.
No.
We can't.
But then who's gonna feed Mama in the I mean, who's gonna feed the petunias the plant food?
Can't leave here.
Well, all right, sugar, don't take on so.
I didn't mean to jump at you.
Oh, of course you didn't. You were just so kind to little old me, and you were so generous to lend the Colonel all that money to go back south with Mama to build up our old lovely old plantation again.
It must be the size of half the state what it's costing to restore it.
Well, it had gotten run down, sort of, but you've nothing to worry about, Buford. You'll get the money back.
Of course, Nancy Lee. What is it?
Oh, this old porch, it's starting to leak like a sieve.
I'll have William look at it in the morning.
That big old lame brain. Buford, if we're going to stay here at Westerly, I want some changes made. I'd like to do some rebuilding.
We can discuss that in the morning.
And I want some new servants. I don't want that silly old William and Hannah around. They've got to go.
No.
But Buford...
Whatever happens, William and Hannah stay. And we stay. That's final.
My Buford, you are so masterful when you get mad I could just swoon. Come on, let's go on up to bed, and I'll show you just how wonderful it is to be married.
I came out with your mother's
They're
training,
talking about playing Scrabble, all right? Get your mind out of the gutter, guys. They're talking about playing Scrabble.
Master Buford, and she nearly caught me.
What the Sam Hill was Nancy Lee doing in the cellar?
I don't know.
She didn't see anything.
I'm sure not.
Does she suspect anything?
I don't think
Damn that woman.
That's her now.
Get out, Hannah. I'll handle this.
Yes, sir.
Nancy Lee, what the devil were you doing down in the cellar?
No need to take on, so I was just making up my mind where to put the wine cellar.
What wine cellar?
The one we're going to build in the back there.
What for?
Well, I intend to start entertaining, having guests to stay. Well, bring this house alive.
No. No wine
We're gonna a wine attic is just gonna have to do, okay?
cellar and no guests. And you stay out of that downstairs.
Don't you order me around. I'll do what I want in my own house.
What did you mean by locking me out of our bedroom last night?
I don't allow anyone who can't behave like a gentleman in my room.
If you think just by withholding your favors from me you can get your own way.
You listen to me, Buford. One way or another, I always get my own way, and don't you forget it.
Oh yeah, homeboy replaced one mom for another.
Master Buford, you can't sleep here on the floor, sir.
What? Oh, yes. Got to, Hannah. Own wife won't let me in bedroom.
Come on, sir. You've been drinking. I've made you up a bed in one of the guest rooms.
Want to sleep on bedroom, not guest room. Ironic, isn't it, Hannah? Don't have much luck with the ladies, huh? Out of the frying pan into the fire. She's got to go. Except can't, because of baby. Got the child to think of. Can't figure that one out.
This guy's he's got so much empathy, you know? What a good guy.
William,
I would murder her, but she is in a family way.
is my horse ready?
Morning, Nancy Lee. My, ain't you the prettiest thing?
I asked about my horse.
Oh, yes, Miss Nancy. I combed and curried and shined that old horse.
Would you bring him around to the front?
Yes, sir, Miss Nancy.
And the name is Mrs. Montgomery.
Yes, Mrs. Montgomery.
Oh, get out of my sight. When you bring him around, let me know. I'll be in the parlor. Buford,
Here,
Hannah said you wanted to see me.
I want to talk to you.
I'm afraid I don't have time. I'm going riding.
That's what I want to talk to you about. Do you think it's wise?
What?
All this riding in your condition.
In my condition? Oh, land. I'd near forgotten.
Forgotten?
Maybe Gary got the 5 stars after all, dude. What if there is no baby?
How could you forget the baby you're carrying?
I'm sure I wouldn't if I were. Only I'm not. I never had one.
Boom, dude. That's a solid call, Gary. What a
What?
Oh, Buford, don't splutter so.
damn, dude. That's a halfway through the episodes. 5 gold stars. Let's go, everybody. Golf clap. Golf clap for Gary. Good job, Gary. So proud of you, dude.
You'd half a brain in your head. You'd have realized that long ago.
It was all a trick to get me to marry you.
At the time, you seemed such a catch, and the competition was a little heavy, so I thought I'd just make sure of you. And it worked. I'm really sorry to have disappointed you about the child, but...
Disappointed? You don't know how relieved I am. Now there's no problem.
What do you mean, no problem?
To end this marriage, to get a divorce.
You think that's no problem?
It shouldn't be. I'm prepared to make a reasonable settlement.
And just what would you consider reasonable, Mr. Montgomery?
We can waive the money I loaned your father and call it a day.
The money
I'll give you 50 cents in bus fare.
you loaned my father. That wasn't a loan. That was a little payoff for a nice background of Southern gentility to trap me a man. The Colonel and his wife are just as phony as I am, dear heart, and they are long gone. I'm where I want to be, with a name I like, and I'm not giving it up for anyone. You are never going to get rid of little Nancy Lee. No how, no way at all. Now, if you'll excuse me, dear husband, Why, Hannah, hello. Did you get a nice earful?
The door was open, Mrs. Montgomery, and William asked me to come in here and tell you that he's waiting outside with your horse.
He could have told me himself.
And I hope that damn beast throws her and breaks her neck. All right, Hannah, what are you waiting for?
It's your mother, sir. She's in a state. She insists on seeing you.
No. I've had enough of Montgomery women for one day. Tell her I...
Plot twist. His mother's actually pregnant. Dun, dun, dun.
No. Forget that, Hannah. I've changed my mind. I think I will pay Mama a visit. I have a little surprise for her.
Plot twist. Buford is pregnant.
But you can't be so cruel, Buford. Keeping me here locked up like an animal. You've got to let me go.
You know I can't do that, Mother. I've explained again and again why you can't suddenly turn up alive.
Oh, but I can't stand it anymore. It's like being buried alive. Oh, Buford, it's so lonely.
I know that, Mama. And I know it
Hello?
just plain isn't fair. So I thought of a solution.
What, dear?
How would you like to have a nice, permanent companion?
Did I make an unguarded statement
We're gonna need a bigger basement.
that Buford was no match for the ladies? Perhaps in one sense that's true, but in another, well, it seems that Nancy Lee is going to have cause to regret her match with Buford. We'll find that out shortly when we return with Act 3. Now, it's one thing to get away with disposing of someone already legally certified as dead and supposedly suitably interred. Nancy Lee is another problem. She can't have a convenient epileptic seizure. Can Buford get away with it?
Nancy Lee, I've been thinking about us.
Don't waste your time. Nothing's going to change. I've got nobody but you and nowheres in the whole wide world to go. I'm a permanent fixture, Buford.
Oh, I know that, honey. And I was wrong to think anything else. Don't you know I really want you here with all my heart?
On my terms. Don't you try to fancy talk me.
Won't you please let me tell you what I was thinking about?
If you make it short.
And sweet. What I was going to suggest, just to clear the air sort of and give us both a chance to get a new perspective, was a trip.
I don't want to go anywheres with you.
Oh, I didn't mean together. I meant just you alone, sugar. Washington, Baltimore, Philadelphia. You could buy yourself a whole new wardrobe, like it was the trousseau you never really had.
Oh, Washington, Baltimore, Philadelphia.
Even Paris, France, if you want.
Paris, France. Oh, Buford. Do you mean it?
Anything's worth trying just to work things out for us. And to prove I mean it, you just go tell all your friends and everyone around that you're on your way.
Oh, won't I make them squirm with envy? Washington, Philadelphia, Paris, France.
Then you'll go?
What woman would pass up the chance? Well, I'll ride everywhere this week and let everyone know. Just one thing, Buford, you ought to understand.
Well, what's that, sugar?
This doesn't change anything. I'm still going to spend the rest of my life right here in this house.
Oh, I know that, Nancy Lee. I know that for sure.
Yeah, he forgot to mention that he calls his basement Paris, France.
Master Buford, you just can't get away with it.
Now you hush up, Hannah. I'm going to.
But what will other people say?
There's nothing for them to say. Nancy Lee went off on a little trip and she never came back.
Master Buford, you're flying in the face of God.
Hannah, to the devil with it. Now you do as I say, here?
Yes, sir.
Now you and William have already got the extra bed set up downstairs and the chest of drawers and so on.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Then get busy and take all Miss Montgomery's clothes downstairs. Shouldn't take you too long. Most of her wardrobe is already packed.
What am I going to tell your mother? Ever since we moved the extra furniture in, she's been like to drive me out of my mind asking questions.
You haven't told her who to expect.
You said not to.
That's quite right, Hannah. We have to preserve the proprieties. I think it's my place to introduce my mother to my bride.
Oh, Miss Montgomery?
What is it, Hannah?
Master Buford asked me to have you go right downstairs as soon as you got back from riding.
But I want a bath and change.
He said right away, the moment you got here.
Why?
He said he had a little surprise for you.
Oh, very well. Buford?
Nancy Lee?
Yes, what do you want me for?
Come on down, I'll show you.
Oh, for goodness sake. Hold that lantern a little higher, I can't see.
How's that?
Better.
Right over here by the back wall.
Hannah said you had a surprise. Why, Buford, you're going to do it.
Do what?
Put in my wine cellar while I'm gone.
Something like that.
Of course, we'll have to build regular bins instead of these old rickety shelves. You know what I thought when I was looking about down here before?
Oh, what was that?
If we tore down these shelves, well, what I mean is, I was sort of stepping off the house upstairs, and it's some longer than this cellar.
Is it?
Yes, I walked off the cellar, too. You suppose there might be any room behind there we could sort of scoop out to make it bigger?
Now, why don't you and me just try and find out?
Why don't we? Of course, I reckon we'll need help.
Oh, I don't think so. It might be quite easy. Like this, for example.
It's a secret door. And a room. There's someone in there.
A room you're going to be sharing for a long time.
No, I won't go in there.
Oh, yes, you will.
I'll scream.
You'll do as you're told. You bit my hand.
You can't.
Get in there.
You can't keep me in here. I'll scratch your eyes out of.
Oh, no, you won't. You'll keep your mouth shut for once and do as you're told.
Oh, no, I won't. You wouldn't dare shoot me.
Don't tempt me.
Buford, put that pistol down.
No. It can't be. Who are you?
Don't you remember the first Mrs. Montgomery?
But your mother's dead.
A popular misconception. Let's just keep this private, shall we?
You're really Judge Montgomery's wife?
Certainly. Buford, what is this slut doing here?
Now, Mama, that's not nice.
Isn't this that Nancy Lee person I warned you to stay away from?
Yes, sir. Maybe about the one time you were right, Mama.
Well, get her out of here. I don't want her. And I demand you release me, too.
You know I can't do that. The best I can do is provide you with Nancy Lee.
You're not going to lock me up with this horrid old woman.
Now, that's no way to talk to your mother-in-law.
Her what?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mama. In all the excitement, I forgot to tell you. Nancy Lee's my bride. We got married. That makes you both Mrs. Montgomery's. That's how come I thought it would work out real nice to have you roommates. Sort of keep it all in the family.
Ma!
Sakes alive, William. You startled me so I almost burnt my hand on the stove.
Ma, what are we going to do?
What is it, son? Here, sit down. It's shaking all over.
You know that big old stone you wanted down in the preserve cellar to make a table of? For making cornmeal and such?
Yes?
Well, a while ago I took it to bring it on down for you.
You lifted that heavy stone by yourself?
It's what happened when I was down there.
What?
Well, I didn't have no light, and I didn't hear Master Buford come on down there. But all of a sudden, I see him light a lantern.
Oh, no.
And before I can say anything, Mrs. Montgomery come on down there to join him.
I know. I sent her down there.
You? You knew what he was gonna do to her?
Son, you gotta understand. I can't help myself.
You knew he was gonna throw her in that hidey hole with old Mrs. Montgomery?
I knew.
But she's so pretty.
Dude, I love the voice acting in this episode. That's so good.
He hurt her, Ma. Master Buford hurt her. He took that little girl that's like a little chickadee bird.
It's like a little flower, like a little daisy rose.
And he's gonna shut her up in there.
Don't think about it now,
It
son.
don't seem no ways right, Mama.
I gotta think on it. I couldn't be shut up, Ma. I couldn't be shut up nowhere.
I know that, son.
I just take my own throat with my hands like I done with someone a long time ago.
Don't, William. Don't do that to yourself.
I just pick up that 6-ton boulder and just throw it up on top of myself and squish myself like a pancake, I would.
No. Not to me. To Master Buford. To Master Buford, unless he lets her go. That's who I got to.
No, William, no. Listen to me. Let me explain.
Let me go, Ma. Let go.
William, you've got to understand that
Ma? Ma, you all right? I hope I didn't hurt you. Ma? No.
Oh, that's awkward.
You all right? Just sleeping.
Yeah.
I'll wake you, Ma.
When I'm done ripping out Master Buford's throat, I'll wake you
I'll
up.
wake you just as soon as I set that.
Yeah, Sling Blade, Mice and Men, we got definite retard strength about to go hog wild on old Master Buford.
Poor little bird free.
I spent my life trying to get free of you, Mama, and I did. Then I got myself trapped again. Now I've got to get free of Nancy Lee, too. Goodbye. You'll never see me again.
You can't leave me here with this old woman. I can't be shut up anymore.
You've been drinking again. You look drunk.
I feel drunk. Drunk with relief. Hannah and William are all you'll ever see from now on. As far as I care, you can both rot. What's that funny smell? My head. I need a drink. What? Who's that?
It's me, Master Buford. I'm sorry for what I got to do. Master Buford. Master Buford. I didn't mean to do nothing, Master. I didn't mean to do nothing. It was just a bird has to fly free. You can't keep it locked up.
William! William? Are you down there?
I'm here, Ma.
What are you doing? What's happened? Where's Master Buford?
I'm glad you woke up, Ma. Something's happened to Master Buford.
Oh, my God. Move aside. Let me see.
I didn't mean him no harm. It was just Miss Nancy. I didn't want to hurt him, Ma. Ma?
He's dead. Oh, William. William, you killed him.
I never even touched him, Ma.
How would you know? Poor twisted mind. How would you know? Heaven help me.
All retarded
What are we
and
going to
stuff.
do now? I've got to think.
You stick his body in the frickin' in the hidey hole. Turns out Master Buford was the one that went to Paris.
Well, I'm all packed. And William is taking my things down to the carriage now. What about you, Mother?
I suppose you have to call me that.
We might as well get used to it. Just as you'll have to try to sound a little fonder when you talk to your daughter, Nancy Lee.
Very well, Nancy Lee. And I not only am all packed, but my trunks have already been taken to the railroad station.
All ready for our new life.
Yes.
Oh, come on now. This was all worked out before the funeral.
And you've had a lovely time of it, haven't you? Playing the bereaved widow, being wined and dined in sad farewell. Well, I had to stay hidden at home.
Well, you could scarcely come popping out of the grave without creating a legal snarl.
I know. It's better this way. I hope we can smuggle me out successfully.
At night, in Hannah's cape, there'll be no question.
Nothing left to be done.
I don't think so. Hannah and William will stay with the house until the estate is sold, and the lawyer will forward us the money wherever we settle.
Wherever we settle. You and I. Not much of a life to look forward to.
It's the best your son left us.
Your husband. Buford. I wonder about his death.
This is the weirdest episode of Golden Girls I've ever watched.
Why? The doctor certified it as a heart attack. You don't think William...
Oh, no. William is so simple-minded that if he says he never touched him, he never did. No, it was something else.
What?
That was the same doctor who wrote out my death certificate. You don't suppose Buford by any chance could have had epilepsy? It's a disease that does run in the family, you know.
If Sarah Montgomery should have been right.
Oh, that's a nice little ironic twist. And maybe Buford's not dead. Maybe he's just going to wake up underground in the coffin.
Poor Buford went to far more than his just reward. After all, the coffin was already in the ground for over a week. But that's really too horrible a prospect to dwell on, isn't it? I'll return shortly.
Poor Buford.
Before I go, I really do owe you an apology for that quite dreadful picture of poor Buford Montgomery awaking to far more confined quarters than he condemned his mother to. But as a storyteller, you have to agree, the irony is perfect. And then, of course, also, I did promise to curdle your blood. Our cast included John Barragray, Ruby Dee, Bryna Rayburn, Roxy Roker, and Todd Davis. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. Inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
Alrighty. Well, there you have it, folks. There you have it. 2 episodes. Honestly, I was pleasantly surprised with these. You know, anytime we listen to some of these that I haven't previously listened to, it's a crapshoot. Maybe it's good, maybe it's terrible. The first episode was my favorite out of the 2, but both of them were good, and the anonymous commenters who gave them high praise did not disappoint. So I hope you guys liked that. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and spending some time with us on this nice Friday late night chill stream. That's all I got for you today, guys. So I will be back soon. Hopefully not 2 weeks from now. I'm going to be trying to keep it a little bit more frequent than that. So thank you guys so much again. God bless to everybody. Thank you to everybody that super chatted, and to all the people that hang out in the chat, and to all the people that watch, and all the people afterwards. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate y'all. And until next time, Little Ewok signing off. God bless and peace out, y'all. Later.